Hello, crackheads. So, it's currently 3 a.m. I leave to Cancun in 3 hours. I still need to clean this whole house. And I need to do the laundry. So then, my brain cells were like, vlog it. So, on top of that, I'm doing this. So, wasting time. I think I could do it. My brain works really good under pressure. So I'm pretty sure I got her. I'll keep you all updated. Yeah, so we just got here and we got here at the airport. I swore, I literally swore I was gonna record on the way here, but I knocked out. I hadn't slept literally at all, zero. And I know what you guys are gonna say, you look like a crackhead, and I know, but I truly think I should be forgiven because I'm running on a good 3.5 hours of sleep and it is 2 p.m. So she really was.
People from different countries, so that's always cool.
You really met people from different countries, huh?
You met him pretty closely.
Hello, y'all. You can't hear me, I already know.
Oh my gosh, so I thought this might low-key be a little better. Even though I look like a fool right now. We just got to Island Mujeres. She's kind of cute or whatever, but I literally did not know I was seasick. I've been wanting to throw up ever since I got on. I was like, hello.
They really said a whole college. A college of fish.
So, we just got off the boat and I literally just puked everywhere, so. Oh my gosh, hello y'all. So, I haven't been vlogging because I've been so busy, literally so busy. Yesterday we went to that little island and then my phone was dead, the whole time. And I literally just got a few pictures. Or at Xcaret, which is a park. I don't even know what it is, but I guess it's a lot of walking and there's a lot of sweating and a lot of getting burned. I'm kind of shocked. I just gotten really tan. I usually tan and burn, but right now I'm just really tan. So I'm not burnt at all. So I'm kind of thriving. I don't know. I kind of want to snorkel. We'll see. Because I snorkeled yesterday, but it was a little hungover, so I vomited up. I literally puked in the sea. We were snorkeling and then I threw up. I fed them little fishies. I don't know, but it was literally so sad because we got a little ticket, which was an open bar. I couldn't drink anything at all because I was I literally was so grossed out. Everything grossed me out. So I couldn't enjoy the open bar. I couldn't do anything at all. May I say hello?
Hello guys.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go in there and if there's some cute stuff to do, I'll vlog her, but see y'all in there. Yeah, we're in a hello river right now. She's fun. Yeah, so we were in that little underground little lake thing, and I have the little, it's a bag for your iPhone, and then you close her up, but she got soaked. My phone is literally about to stop working, so I'm literally going to kill myself. Bro, this is so far. I literally had to get out of the underground tunnel through a little stairway just so I can come dry off my phone. Oh my god, my phone is now dry. So now I can walk all the way back barefoot on these rocks. This is not even pavement, these are rocks. Me getting stabbed. Oh my gosh, I literally ran everywhere. How literally everyone is looking at me, how they swear I'm a crackhead. I'm FaceTiming. Yeah, so we're leaving the little park. So basically she was kind of a flop, but we got her at a 10 or 11. And then it like starts raining, so then that like already like cancels out most of the water stuff that we can do, and they closed all of them early, like at 5. So by the time we got done eating, like everything was closed. I will definitely include some videos of like the little show, because it was kind of cute actually. Like we got gagged because these people literally were pretending to be like old people, like dancing. They had their little canes, and then literally at the end they took off their mask and they were actually old, which was kind of sad, but like also they were doing the thing because they were dancing. She was so cute. Pain off his shoulder is like the mask that they were like tricking us with. Like they put on that mask like pretending to be old, and they took it off and they actually were old. So just wanted to clarify. So we just landed in Dallas and it is 11 p.m. and we were supposed to get here at like 6. So she is cute. We were delayed like 3 hours, and on top of that we were delayed an extra hour. So here we are. We still have to drive all the way back to Wichita, which is like another 5 hours. So we'll probably get there at like 5 a.m. Yeah, I'll see y'all when I get home. So as you guys can see, I am obviously no longer in Cancun, and I am in the comfort of my room. So basically a lot of things went down in Cancun after like it was coming to an end. So basically I thought I should jump in and just like fill you guys in on what happened, like a little like story time. So before we even went to Cancun, we needed to go ahead and just have all our passports, like everything, as one does when they're going to another country. So then we all had our passports, we were all good, and then mom was like, wait, my little sister doesn't have the little bug passport, she has like the card. So we're like, okay, that's whatever, like we'll file for her passport. It was like May and we weren't leaving till like June 27th, so it's like a good 2 months, like a month and a half. So then we're like, okay, yeah, we should be good, like let's order her passport, like everything should be fine. So then as the Cancun date started approaching, her passport was like nowhere to be found. So we went ahead and called and we're like, hey, like we ordered this passport like a month and a half ago, like we still haven't received anything, like what's up? So then they were like, oh yeah, like it shows that we have it here, but we like haven't like fully processed it yet. So what you could do is pay like $60 or something and have it shipped out to you in like 4 days. So we're like, oh, like 4 days, it's like not a lot. Like 4 days, it would have been the Friday, and we didn't leave till the Tuesday of not the next week, but like the week after that. So we still had like a good week and a half. So Friday came along, and obviously no passport, nowhere to be found. And we couldn't call like the passport place because like it was like the Friday afternoon and the weekend was like coming. So like we weren't gonna be able to call till like the following Monday. So we're like, okay, whatever, we'll just call Monday and we'll just like rush it. So then we called Monday and they were like, oh, like we should like, it should be getting to you. Like, I don't know why we haven't gotten it yet, this and that. We're like, okay, yeah, like whatever, like that's fine. They were like, yeah, but like tops, like honestly, it should get to you by like a week. So we're like, okay, like that's a week. We still have this like a whole entire week before we even go to Cancun. So we're like, that should be plenty of time. So basically at that point, it was just like a waiting game. We were just waiting for the passport to like get to us. And then as the days go, obviously our trip is approaching. So we were like literally about to leave like the following day, and we're like, we still haven't gotten anything. So then we call them again and they were like, yeah, no, like it should literally like, get to you like super soon. Like I don't know why you guys haven't received it, like this and that, like whatever. Me and my mom were like, okay, we can go to Cancun, and we were gonna be in Cancun for like a whole week. So we're like, that should be plenty of time for us to get the passport here and have someone send it to us. So we're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. Like that sounds like a plan, like hello. And then, so
we're at Cancun, we're like enjoying our little trip or whatever.
And then we haven't received anything. So we keep on calling like the people that were like watching over our house. We're like, hey, like have we gotten anything? And they're like, literally like nothing. Like there's not a single thing here. Like,
what y'all gonna do?
And we're like, dang, like what are we gonna do? And so we basically went to the consulate in Cancun, and is that even what it's called? I don't know. Anyways, so we were there, and then my mom got there like at 8 a.m. Like it was like 8 a.m. And then she literally like called me at 10. She was like, hey, like I need you to come, like we need to print some stuff, like this and that or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah. So then the consulate, thank God, was like 2 minutes away from like our hotel. So I arrived at the consulate with my mom, and then like she was telling me like, hey, like I've been here since like 8, like whatever, and they haven't even let me through. Like they hadn't even let her through security. Like security, like the security guard was like,
I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I'm not gonna help you. Like, he was not about to help us, like, at all. And he didn't. Anyways, so we start getting desperate. So my mom was like telling her friends about it, whatever. So like one of her friends was like, hey, like you should call and talk to like one of like the Kansas senators or whatever. I don't even know if it's a senator, but like the Kansas representative. So we're like literally on the phone with like a whole Kansas representative, and we were like talking to them and like to their secretary, and they were like trying like to do like everything like above and beyond for us, while like at the consulate, like literally no one was telling us anything. Like no one was like letting us through, no one was giving us information. Like we didn't know what to do. Like we were stuck there, and our like flight was leaving the next day. So the Kansas Senator's secretary, let's name her Jen. So Jen was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna send you this paper. So basically what she told me to do was like she was gonna fax it to me, and then from there I was gonna fax it back to her. But we needed like a fax machine, like hello. So then we were like, okay, fine, whatever. Like let's go around and let's ask for like a fax machine, because like the only like little like printing stuff like that was like literally like downtown Cancun, which was like a good like 50 minutes away, because we were like in the hotel zone. So literally like we were all the way down here at the hotel zone, and we needed to go like literally 50 minutes just to go to like a little cyber cafe. So then we're like, okay, let's ask around, let's like go to like our hotel and like let's ask them if we can print stuff out. So I was like, okay, yeah, like so I went and I asked them, I was like, hey, like I went to like this little office that was like the closest to me, and I asked her and I was like, hey, like we're having this problem, like we literally don't have her like my little sister's passport, like whatever. And then she was like, I mean, like I have a printer, but like I don't have the password. But she said but if you go to the main office, they'll definitely help you. And I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm down, like it's like a 3-minute walk, let me go to the main office. So I went to the main office, and there was a guy, and I was like, hey, like do you mind if we like use your printer for like 2 seconds? Like literally it's not gonna take a lot, like one piece of paper, like we need a piece of paper and your time. He literally looked at me and was like, no, I can't do that. And I was like, there's a printer right there. Like literally like to the left of him there was a printer, and I was like are you sure you can't do it? Because like they just told me that you could. And he was like, no, like there's nothing I can do. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I called my mom and I told her, and then obviously at this point my mom's like going crazy because she's like doesn't know what to do. So then my mom goes to talk to the same guy, and like she was like a little emotional. So like let's say she was crying, because she might have been. So she was crying to him. She was like, literally like no one is helping us, because like literally no one would help us. Like no one would help us. We went to like a whole police station to ask for them to print us something. They're like, there's nothing we can do. Like literally no one was helping us. So we literally my mom talked to the guy, and then he was like, okay, what I can do for you guys is just like basically have her send him the file, and then he could print it, and then he could scan it and then send it to her. So he does that for us. We send it to her. Basically she couldn't really do anything, which is like not her fault, because like what is she gonna do, like give us a passport? Like no. She was really trying her hardest, she was being so nice, but we all knew like there was nothing really she could do. So she said she would get in contact with like the consulate, because we were like telling her like they're literally not even letting us through to like tell them like our problem. Like they won't even let us through security. Like I don't even know, they wouldn't, like they literally just wouldn't let us through security. So we went back to the consulate, and we were just waiting it out, like waiting until someone like took care of us. So there was 2 security guards, 2 chairs, and this other lady waiting alongside of us, but like she wasn't with us. And me and my mom are like standing, and there's this empty chair. And as soon as we get there, like one of the security guys sits on the chair because he sees us. So they like didn't want us to stay. So like they automatically take the chairs, and we're just waiting there. We're like, okay, like that's his chair, we can sit on the floor. So we're just sitting on the floor, and it was like 12 at this point, close at 1:30. So we were literally like, okay, like we'll just wait it out, like people will eventually leave, so we'll eventually ask someone like what we can do. So we were literally just waiting for them to close, so like they could start like at least help us or like answer our questions, because that's literally, they wouldn't even do that. Like they literally wouldn't even do that. So then basically one of the security guards tells like the other lady that was sitting in one of the chairs, like he's like, oh excuse me, like could you excuse me for like a few seconds? She's like, oh yeah. And she like stands up. He stacks both chairs and puts them away. Literally just takes them away. So the lady's like, hello? So we're like, literally the 3 of us are just like sitting on the floor, like struggling. And then eventually they close. So one of the ladies that was in there, which was, she was literally oh my gosh, she was literally the worst human being ever. Like the worst human being ever. Oh my gosh. So she's literally like,
what do you want?
And then we were like, oh, like we just wanted to know like what we should do, like this and that. She's like,
Before you need to have an appointment.
And we're like, well, like, we're leaving tomorrow. Like, when's the next appointment? She's like,
Friday.
and like our flight left Tuesday. So we're like, hello, like, what do you want us to do? She's like,
Well, what's the problem?
and we like told her, we're like, oh, like, we didn't get the passport. She's like,
Well, you traveled anyway, huh?
and we're like, obviously, like, we're here, hello. She was like,
Well, the only thing I can do for you guys is you guys need to file an emergency passport tomorrow.
and that emergency passport is gonna take a whole day to get there, so we would be losing 2 days. So we're like, okay, whatever, we'll do that. That was like our only choice, like our last chance. So then the lady was like, yeah, like,
Just file for an emergency passport, that's all you could do, but like, does her dad know? Do you have the approval of him to get another passport?
she literally didn't even tell us like what the approval was. Like, she just told us like, does he know, like, whatever. We're like, yeah, we had a paper that like said that her dad like approved of him going, like, we got it notarized, we got everything. So we're like, yes, we have the paper, hello. So then the next following day we go in, we give her the paper, well, my mom gives her the paper, and she's like,
That's not the paper.
and we're like, what's the paper? Like, why couldn't she just tell us yet, like, the day before? She could have just told us what paper we needed, and then like that wouldn't have even been a problem. So then she told her gave her the paper. So then after that we had to go, because we actually had to fax this because it was a paper. So we had to fax it to, we had to go to the cyber cafe, which was again like almost an hour away. So we went to that cyber cafe, and then that cyber cafe did not have faxing. So we went to literally like three different ones, which were all downtown. So they were like all like within 5 minutes, but like still like hello. So we get the paper fax to like fax it to my little sister's dad. So then he gets the paper, whatever, he sends it back to us. We gave her like the paper, whatever, like, so her passport was about to be filed. So then her passport is filed, whatever, we get the emergency passport the next day. So we're like, okay, we don't have a flight. Hello. So then we're literally, which is another whole rant within its own, but literally
Sun Country Airlines is disgusting.
do not fly Sun Country Airlines. Literally, like, they open at like 7, or like I don't even know what time they open, but I literally called before they even opened, and then literally called them. Like, my waiting time was automatically 90 minutes, and that's if they answer. Because like, if they don't answer, like, they're literally like, their voice, like the voice person, hello, like the machine is like, oh, like, we're busy at the moment, like, call back later, and it just shuts it off. Like, it doesn't even put you on hold. So then like literally it's like, if you get lucky, like, you'll get put on hold. If not, they'll just like hang up on you. So then we had to like call them, and then they like changed our flight, whatever, and that was a story time about us not letting it back into the United States. We irritating, but it was actually so infuriating, like, cause like there was nothing you could do. Like, me and my mom, like, what were we gonna do? Like, nothing. And like literally no one was helping us. Like, everyone was just so rude, and I feel like that's why I had that little breakdown.
So we're still here. Yeah. Super emotional right now.
Cause like I just felt so useless and like stressed out, cause like, ew, like, I don't know. So that was the story time of us not getting let back into the United States, kind of, cause like low-key we weren't. So I know this video was like a whole bunch of little crackhead shots like put together, but I don't know, I thought she was kind of cute. So hopefully you guys enjoyed her. Like, thank you guys for watching. This was a really bad outro, but you guys know, like, y'all know the deal. Like, you guys are literally already here, so like might as well like hit that little like button and like the little subscribe button. They're literally next to each other, so why wouldn't you do it? Like, you're on this video already. Like, I am waiting. Thank you. Oh my gosh, goodbye, crackheads.